The Southern Caucasus is a mountain range that spans 5 countries, that is often overshadowed by the high peaks of its big brother in the north. We ventured into this lesser-known mountain range along the Georgian off-road Caucasus Crossing, and together with my 3 new Italian friends, while fighting the steep gradients and rough mountain roads, we discovered the freedom of the high plains and vast landscapes that were promised to us. Just after leaving Kutaisi for this final week of the Caucasus Crossing, we got caught in a huge thunderstorm. Push. But fortunately, we found a restaurant with a party going on.
Underground kitchen.
2 liters of nice Georgian wine. This part of our ride through Georgia started in the city of Kutaisi and quickly led us into the high mountains. If you want to get to the wide plains, you have to ride over this massive mountain range first. It is a relentless up and down, left and right, through this breathtaking landscape that is the Little Caucasus, traversing the endless plains, visiting small and big villages along the way over mostly off-road paths and single trails, with wild dogs often encouraging us to ride faster. The Georgian Caucasus Crossing is a 1,300 kilometer off-road bikepacking route, designed by Cass Gilbert from the collective Bikepacking.com, finishing in Tbilisi. The big 2,300 meter high pass into the Southern Caucasus was up first. Asphalt soon turned into gravel, and so it took many hours under the searing Georgian sun to finally get up. We rode the whole day from 200 meters to up here, so yeah, that was quite the challenge. And the valley back there, which is just disappearing, that's where we're going now.
John. When we stopped, I was like, it's gonna be so hard, but then it happened.
Okay guys, I don't wanna be the party pooper, but since I'm freezing, let's go!
Carlo, can you explain what we're eating?
I would like to, but I can't.
The landscape down here looked completely different. Replacing the soft, saturated green and snowy mountain peaks of the north was a dry landscape with lots of yellow grass, bushes and trucks, along with searing heat and chirping crickets. Once again, it's super hot, and the landscape is really so much drier here than in the north. Lots of little hills were in our way on the first day in the south, where shade was difficult to find and the heat made us work hard. Yeah! Come on, Juba! Hey! Hey! What you bring?
Khachapuri delivery.
Khachapuri. It's just a Coke ice cream khachapuri break. It's 7 AM, we're about to start. Had breakfast and a nice view into the valley. Then the moment had finally come, our first day in the great white plains of the Southern Caucasus. At first we were stuck in the morning clouds, But then we were greeted with a seemingly endless landscape. It was a feeling of immense freedom and the joy of purely being alive.
What happened?
I fell down because of some dogs, and the situation is this. I have some scratches all over on the back also. My wrists are a bit hurting.
So like riding is...
Yeah, so we'll see what to do.
Okay.
Adventure instructor.
Adventure
Adventure instructor Henry.
So with Carlo's wrists making it really hard for him to keep riding, we descended slowly into the valley, took a bath and had some lunch, before checking out the famous Vazia caves. From there, Carlo took a bus. We rode 40 kilometers into the next town on a road that turned into a busy highway at night, with wild dogs chasing and attacking us in the dark. It was a very unpleasant experience.
This is the highway from Tbilisi to Turkey. So there's lots of Turkish trucks, but also lots of Russian trucks. To protect against dogs, we've got these rocks here. It's not something that we want to do, but it's very dangerous when the dogs run out, because there's big trucks oncoming from the back and we can't afford to swerve or do anything else. Yeah, that's unfortunately the only way they stop chasing us.
In the morning, Carlo unfortunately realized that he couldn't keep riding, so he took a bus back to Tbilisi to wait for us there as we continued towards the big lakes.
This is the worst fucking path I've ever seen. Like, we have to push our bikes the next few kilometers. Like, what the fuck is this?
And then, after fighting with the rough trail for hours, we finally made it to 2000 meters and to the high plains that we'd been looking forward to. I can't describe the happiness and this feeling of freely roaming in this enormous landscape with our bicycles, with nothing to worry about other than where to ride, what to eat and where to sleep.
This landscape here is amazing. It's like high plains and all green and fields and sheep and... like a ghost town, kind of. I haven't seen a single person so far, maybe 2 or 3 cars. Yeah, all these empty old houses.
After an incredible day roaming the wide landscape of the southern Caucasus, we found shelter with a family in a little village, who welcomed us for an amazing dinner and to stay the night. We had an early coffee and communicated with my broken Russian skills and some English with our hosts, and then we were off. Again, we were overwhelmed by the kindness of the Georgian people, who invited us strangers to their home. And so this beautiful trip came to an end, with one last day of riding towards Tbilisi, from the rugged wilderness into the big city. It had been an adventurous month of discovering this beautiful country by bike, getting to know and getting to love its nature, its culture and its people. I will always remember the encounters with friendly strangers, the suffering and the laughing together with my new Italian friends, and the monumental views after pushing our bikes for hours and days. It made me realize that just chasing the next mountain pass, the next peak or the next goal is not the way to happiness. It's the path that lies in between those points and the people that I share the journey with that truly make those moments special.